Francis of Delirium have released their debut album, Lighthouse.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Liam introduced me to Francis of Delirium a few weeks ago now, and I was very much a fan. And we're about to tell
Yes.
you if we like the album or not. Spoiler alert, we do. Um, so yeah, Liam, how did you come across Francis of Delirium? Was it an algorithmic happening?
Mm.
Yes. I think that's the simple answer. I think it was. It was on some playlist or some up next or something, and it was a Blue Tuesday. That's a tune.
Yeah, it was.
Yep,
Yes.
which was great. And I straight away thought, I know Callum will like this, and probably also Yanni, possibly. It's a possibility. You never know, Yanni. Depends what day it is. Sometimes he hates a song when he first hears it, and then he loves it. Underwhelmed,
Yeah.
overwhelmed.
That's the
Well,
way to know if we like it or not.
um,
Absolutely.
So yeah, big up Daniel Eck for the algorithm.
Pick up.
Big down to Daniel Eck for Spotify Shuffle.
mm,
It's so bad. But
an
alas,
underpaying artist.
oh absolutely. And that is why the three of us have purchased the dinked version of this record.
We did.
And might
Get
I
dinked,
say,
bitch.
it is fucking beautiful, and I can't wait
Mm.
for it to arrive. And you should go and look on our Instagram at FoolsHQ, and you'll see the record in all its glory, and one of our forearms. We'll see who does it.
Mm.
But yeah, let's talk about the album, please. Does anybody want to take it away? I don't.
I think we've all good start. We all very much like it, which is good. It wasn't just a case of we like the singles, which does happen a lot, unfortunately. But the whole album is what's the word? Not seamless.
Cohesive.
Cohesive is the word I'm
Yeah.
looking for. Cohesive, and I am very glad.
Check he's. Yeah, it's a sound that I think like there's a lot of artists that kind of sound like or want to sound like this, but I really feel like they've absolutely nailed it, and they've stayed extremely cohesive through the whole album, but really played within that space really well. There's some quite slow ones, there's some much more heavy ones, and I think that kind of the ride through the album works really well. And it just feels like a nice warm blanket. It really does, you know,
A big love blanket.
a big love blanket, different band.
Man.
But yeah, it just feels warm, feels cozy. It's got a bit of like nostalgia in a lot of it. Just the kind of
Definitely.
tones of voice, particularly, feels just very homely, very nice, very emotional for a lot of the tracks. And yeah, for a debut album,
Smashed it. Absolutely smashed it.
Yeah.
silly.
Very much with the cohesive comment. We've done it in a way that is not boring.
Yeah.
With I love this type of music, but quite often throughout the whole project, tracks 6 to 9, I'm getting a bit like, ugh. I don't feel that on here. I just enjoy the whole ride. It's very good. My personal favorite track is probably "Real Love," which was a single. I just think that's just. I'm sure Liam used the word "timeless" a minute ago, but that song really does feel timeless. To me.
I'll pretend I did say that because it's a good word.
Yeah.
To use.
It does, doesn't it? Sorry, I was lost. I had it on the background. I was getting lost within the music there. It does. It feels like it's picked the best bits of all this kind of sound and managed
Yeah.
to amalgamate it into this wonderful debut.
I say this with the utmost positivity, but it's going to come across like it's not genuine. It really sounds like it doesn't sound like it, but it reminds me of an Avril Lavigne song, and I can't remember for the life of me what it's called. It's an early one, obviously.
Yeah, because as we all know, she died. And it's
Oh,
no
she did.
longer
Yeah,
Avril
of
Lavigne.
course, yes, and nothing was released after.
I'm with
the first
you.
album.
It doesn't necessarily sound like that, but it's in the same vein. This sounds like a song that would have been mainstream in 2002, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But mainstream songs in 2002 were very good,
Yeah, that's true.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was the
So,
best period of music.
Francis of Delirium, you're 22 years late, but we love you.
Yeah, very
Good
good.
luck.
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's
Best of luck.
as far as I know, they're British, or at least the lead singer is.
It's Canadian.
Oh, don't tell me that, Callum.
Canadian lead singer who is
Uh,
signed to a UK record
quite-
label
yeah.
who is based in Luxembourg. I put this in the chat
you did
It's
yesterday.
say all
quite
that, yeah, you did say
clearly
that.
not a British singer. If you're
Well,
listening to
no,
the song,
I know. I'm aware of the fact they don't sound British. However, from what I've seen, they were based in the UK, or at least I must have misunderstood that very much. But Canada's basically like,
the American UK.
it's like the British America, essentially. But what I'm trying to get at is I feel like it's not as wet as it could have been. It's from some American artists kind of overdo it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just kind of either go a bit too poppy or they try and be a bit too rocky. And I really
Liam,
think
are you aware that Canada isn't America?
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like the British America.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. They're all North American though.
Do you know your geography?
I know it very well. Test me.
I know what you mean though, and it's when you made that comparison about it sounding like similar things within this vein, but they often are cheesy, aren't they?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that lets them down, unfortunately.
Yeah. I do stand by that Canada is the British America. In the same way that New Zealand is the British Australia.
Okay.
It all makes sense. You start to think about it. It all makes sense.
Mm.
Portugal is the British Spain.
Colonialisation. That's
Yeah.
Portugal is a British thing.
the
No, I made that one up. The others, though, absolutely fact.
Gibraltar. That is the British thing.
Yeah, well, let's not get into the weeds here. But yeah, no. Anyway, they've done.
You're the one bringing up the weed.
Listen, it's not a geography lesson. They've done a fantastic job here, and I do think this is within this realm, within this type of music. Which is, what is this? Is this dream pop shoegaze? Something like
yeah.
that?
It just says indie rock on Apple
Yeah,
Music.
it's.
I'd say it's dream pop.
It's a very hard to distinguish sound, isn't it? Really, I suppose, because it's very poppy in a lot of respects, and then
Yeah.
also very.
I'd say indie rock with
indie
elements of dream pop.
nice.
Mm.
Within that
Yeah.
space, this feels like, for me anyway, one of the kind of the ones that have stood out the most and that will be the most kind of timeless.
Good word, that, Liam.
It's a good word. It actually is spot on, to be fair. You're right, this album could have come out 20 years ago. Easy. 30 years ago.
Would have
Easy.
been confused with Avril Lavigne back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that isn't taken as a negative because
No, we all.
Another-
we all
another-
think it's positive.
another Canadian.
Do you know I discovered there was a Canadian today, which I probably already knew. Sorry, this is
The
now.
lead singer of the front.
This is so off topic now. And I probably already knew this, but it was one of those where you just completely forget that this is the fact and then you rediscover it. Ryan Gosling just doesn't.
Jesus Christ, Liam.
Fucking
And
hell.
on that note,
Yeah.
what did you think of the Francis Delirium
We're not going to rate
album?
this.
Lighthouse, yes, we are.
God.
Shit. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, which feels slightly harsh because I feel like I rate some other albums a bit too highly.
You definitely do that.
But this
That's
is an
probably
8.
The problem's with them, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With you, I should say. I think this is an easy 8. Yeah, I haven't got a lot to kind of pick at all. I think those missing 2 points are mostly down to taste, really, and that shows how good this is. That even for me, I've enjoyed it quite a bit. So.
I'm also going to give it an 8. So that is a full rating of an 8. Congratulations, Francis of Delirium. It means nothing,
No.
but we like it.
Put it on your tour posters if you want, or
yeah,
Mm.
and tag us, please. Anyway, thanks for watching, listening, whatever you've done. Like, subscribe, ding about, leave a comment, and share your thoughts nicely. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.